beer world, handcrafted blends and specialty brews continue to be in high demand, and that's why the popularity of richly flavored Belgian beers is hopping ever higher. Here to guide us through the unique flavors of Belgian beer is Wendy Littlefield. She's the co-owner of brewery, I think in Belgium they say Rosengarten, but we're going to call it Rosengarten. Or what do you call it? What specializes in Belgian beer? Welcome, Wendy. How do you say it?
Rosengarten.
Rosengarten. Let's call it that, make it easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, listen, I'm going to make an outrageous statement for starters, and let's see if you agree or disagree. I think you might agree. I think beer from Belgium is the most interesting beer in the entire world.
Well, I agree.
Good. Now, why do I think that?
Well, I think there are lots of reasons that connoisseurs of wine as well as beer agree that Belgium is the most fascinating place in the world for beer. There are 5 great brewing nations, and that's Czechoslovakia, Britain, the United States, Belgium, and Germany. And of those countries, Belgium is the smallest, but it has the greatest variety of styles of beer. It's the size of Maryland, and they have 100 breweries and over 1,200 beers. And it's just a tremendous range in taste that makes it fascinating.
And it's very hard to keep track of all these styles. I mean, you could break them up different ways, but I've gone through who knows how many textbooks trying to get this fixed in my mind, and it keeps eluding me. So one of the things we're going to do today is look at a number of different beers and different styles. Let's talk about them one by one, and at least we'll know what these styles are.
And once you taste them, they are theoretically different. It begins to make sense.
Right. Okay, Let's make sense out of this first one.
Okay. This is a beer called Blanche de Bruges. It's a wheat beer that comes from the medieval city of Bruges, and it's spiced with coriander and aromatic peppers.
Right.
And it's very refreshing.
Now, when you say wheat beer, immediately you can see how light it is in
Yeah.
color. When you say wheat beer, of course, beer is usually brewed from barley, but when you make a wheat beer, or in Belgium, I guess they say wheat beer or blanche, there's some wheat. It's not 100% wheat.
No, there's just a bit of wheat.
Right. I know that as brewed in Germany, this is a very light, acidic beer that people like to drink in the summer because it's so refreshing. Do they use it the same way in Belgium?
They do, yeah. It's a very popular summer beer.
Oh, man. It's so good. I love wheat beer in general, but Belgium is some of the best in the world. You know, they eat a lot of mussels in Belgium, of course. I find this is great with a big pot of Belgian mussels.
And to steam the mussels in the beer is also great.
In the beer, absolutely. You're getting me hungry. Okay,
all right, now the next one is lambic. Now, lambics are absolutely remarkable, made only in a small river valley outside of Brussels. They date back to the Middle Ages, and these beers are aged in oak, and the lambic that I have here, Bone Creek, also has cherries in it.
Right. Now, this is a little bit of a slippery concept. The thing that I understand defines lambic is that it is brewed with wild yeast, none of the commercial yeast that accounts for most of the beer of the world.
It blows in through these open windows onto the shallow pan, impregnates the wort, and starts the brewing process.
And that gives it a special wild flavor. But some of the lambics, they're called fruit lambics, are blended with the flavors of fruit. And if it's blended with cherries, as this one is, it's called Creek.
Okay.
Let's see how cherry-like it is. Oh, man, it smells like really great sour cherries.
This is the world champion microbrewer from this past year.
So delicious. I mean, I could see that absolutely as an aperitif before a meal like champagne.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why you have it in a champagne glass. It's fabulous. Okay, the next style.
Okay, now this is another rare style. There are only 2 or 3 breweries in Belgium that make the Saison.
Saison, which is the French word for season.
And it's a farmstead beer. They were typically made in the winter and laid down, and then the farmhands would drink them in the summer. So they had to be strong enough, sturdy enough to survive the aging process, but not so strong that they would knock the farmer over.
It's knocking me over. It smells great. Listen, while I taste this one, just to pour and describe the last one, please. What style is that?
Now, this is Duvel. This is a style unto itself. It's a strong golden ale, and this is the beer that got us into the business. It is the best-selling specialty beer in Belgium, and it's known for its champion head.
Right. In the U.S., it's probably the only beer that's somewhat widely known.
Yeah, it is the best.
And the style, once again, the category?
Strong golden ale.
Strong golden ale. You know, I can see why that's more of a hit in the U.S. market, because it's a little bit like European lager, more so than the other beers. All absolutely delicious. Great little lesson. Come back, see us again.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.